Australia, we need to talk about your food. I'm Australian. Let's talk about our food. What do we got?
Welcome to Australia. In this video, I'll be harshly judging the foods Australians love most.
Oh no. Great start, actually.
I'll be harshly judging the foods Australians love most.
Man. You know, I could go for some. That'd be fucking great.
I've already been to Australia. We shot a whole series here. But
You shot more than a series?
all the food we ate was caught or hunted. It looks...
Ooh.
Good?
I might have to check that one out.
But
That
now I've
sounds
come
fun.
to Melbourne, Australia's most populated city with over 5 million people. Here, we'll finally answer the question, what is Australian food? And then I'll be judging it.
What is Australian food? Australian food is Greek food. It's Greek food. It's Indian food. It's not really much Italian food. It's random areas from the Middle East. That's basically it. Yeah, there you go. Enjoy.
We are headed to our first location now, which just so happens to
Ah, yes. Gas station pie.
be a gas station. In
Oh, yeah, fucking Shell.
Australia, they call it a servo, short for service station.
Yes,
now, why
true.
am I at a gas station? Why am I at a gas station? One of
Why
the
are you at a gas
iconic foods
station?
of Australia, a food that is Australian through and through, I'm told, can be found at places like this.
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
talking
sure.
about
Yeah, if you're gonna get a meat pie, sure. 4 and 20. Solid choice, solid choice. It's like, this is basically your standard buy at a gas station, buy at a servo pie. It's like, it's not amazing, it's not bad, it's just like, it is the standard.
the meat pie. 2 words that alone, not that funny. But you put it
If you want to get like an actual good meat pie, you gotta go to a local bakery though. Like, you actually have to go to a proper place.
together, and it's hilarious. Now, I believe the origins of the meat pie go back to the UK. When I was in London, we learned a lot about this pie full of meat.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking accurate. Oi, my fucking love you, dog.
When I was in London, I tried the top of the top when it comes to meat pies. A meat pie that costs well over $500. Here, it's gonna be a different standard.
Yeah, it's gonna be
a gas station
$7.
quality meat pie. Is it still delicious? And is it Australian? Well, let's go inside and find out.
Gonna be
All right, folks, so I'm
okay
headed
meat
right
pie.
now into the Ready Express, and I'm hoping that I don't get kicked out. Let's see what happens.
It'll be fine, probably.
Right here is the food section. Here, you'll find a lot of the usual suspects.
He's like, oh
Donuts,
mate, who's this fucking dickhead doing talking to his camera? Fucking shut up, dog.
muffins. But we're not here for that. I'm here for the meat pie. Right here in the hot food case, we have a couple of different meat pies.
He's got a Coles egg and bacon, 4 and 20, 4 and 20. Oh, okay. Food.
Up here, we have a brand called Coles, but I'm told no.
A brand called Coles. Coles is our local supermarket. The reason why you're seeing Coles home brand stuff or Coles branded stuff there is Shell, I guess, Ready Food. Maybe they rebranded in Melbourne. Or is like has a partnership with Coles. It used to be Coles Express, then they stopped being Coles Express, and apparently in Melbourne they're Ready Food, whatever.
Oh, this is what we want. 4 and 20. I'm gonna get 2 for good luck. Also,
Why do you need 2? You got other food to eat, mate. If you're gonna buy 2 different ones. We Texans love our Buc-ee's gas stations, so I hear.
everyone's looking at me like I'm insane. Who
Yeah, you
films
are.
themselves in a gas station?
Like that guy back there.
In today's video, my hope is to
Coke
understand
Zero
more
and a 4. Yeah, you know what? That's pretty standard. Pretty standard. Like, what do you call it? Fucking tradie meal. If there's no banh mi place nearby, that's a pretty solid tradie meal.
more about what Australian food actually is, because last time I was here, all we did was hunt and kill animals and eat those animals.
Mate,
and
a
that was
stingray.
Australian. It happened in Australia. But when you talk about cuisine, food that you can find in fine dining restaurants or diners or even gas stations, I'm wondering what Australian food
Nutella.
is. Right here, we have perhaps the most iconic brand of meat
We love our microplastic pies.
pie you'll find in Australia. On top it says, the great Australian taste. My friend Andrew, who is Australian, sent me a voice text talking passionately about this food.
Bro, you got to do one of these 4 and 20 meat pies. Every Australian grows up eating this particular meat pie, and it's pure trash. The other meat pie is pretty good, but 4 and 20 is total dog shit. And it's like the most recognizable Australian pie.
He also wrote...
It's not that terrible. It's just gas station food, right? Like, you don't expect the food you buy at a servo to be that great. But if you really want a pie and you're at a servo, like, it's a pie.
Prepare for instant diarrhea. So, thanks for the tip, Andrew. Now, here's the thing. It's not even in some kind of a tin dish. It's just pure pie. Let's give it a shot.
In microplastics.
It looks like dog food, but it tastes at least twice as good. And
yeah.
I've had dog food, so I would know. Some people say, oh, Sonny, you grew up white trash. How can you be a food critic? Well, I can at least compare stuff to dog food. Let's break this open and really see what it looks like on the inside. Oh,
it's basically just beef and gravy.
My friend Andrew said prepare for diarrhea. What do you mean prepare? It's already in that shape. That said, it is beefy. You pull it from the hot box, and it's the same consistent temperature all the way through.
You will find places where they don't heat them properly, and then it's not going to be good for you. As long as it's warm, as long as it stayed warm all day, it'll be fine.
That big meaty pie. So this is my first taste of Australian food right here. Is this a good omen of things to come? Let's find out.
What are you going
Boom,
for?
we have come to our second location of the day.
Brother! Yeah!
Let's find out.
You could have recorded anywhere.
Boom, we have
Record right in front of the fucking Holden. Let's
come
go.
to our second location of the day. Behind me, a place called Hector's Deli. Here they're serving something called a toasty. What I believe they do is bake bread and then toast that bread. We're gonna go.
I've never been to a restaurant that sells toasties. I didn't even know that. It makes sense there are like restaurant quality toasties. I've had plenty of toasties in the past.
Go inside now to see how the toasty is made and hopefully get some answers to the question, what is Australian food? Can you define that?
Ooh, I think we're pretty lucky to be such a melting pot of cultures in Australia.
Sure.
We're lucky enough to just always take the best attributes of any kind of food culture and somewhat make it our own with our beautiful produce that we have here in Australia.
In doing research for coming to Australia, I learned that the toasty is one of the iconic foods. But what is a toasty?
It's a toasted sandwich, 2 pieces of bread, generally cheese to bind together some protein. The chefs here today are just putting together a mushroom melt. We've got a mushroom mix of cut up portobello mushrooms. Underneath we've got 2 types of cheese, and then we've got our in-house made hectic sauce.
I've never seen so much potential deliciousness laid out in this way. But today we're going to be focusing on the ham, cheese, and tomato. Let's get to that now.
That's
Boom,
pretty
right now I'm with
standard.
Chef Joe right here. We're about to get started on this ham, cheese, and tomato toasty.
So we're going to begin by buttering our bread. I'm going to put that face down.
Oh, wow. All right. Butter's going face down.
So I'm going to start with our tomato relish.
In a traditional toasty, would the tomato be an actual slice of tomato?
Yes, it would. I have a pretty averse reaction to hot slices of tomato. It goes really soggy and incredibly hot.
Back in tomato, not tomato.
So that's why we use the tomato relish. Next, we've got our mozzarella, the provolone. I'm then going to season our cheese, flake salt, white pepper. Lastly, we're going to go on with our mortadella.
What is mortadella?
Mortadella is an Italian sausage, so it's a pork mince, and then they fold pork fat through it to give it really nice, rich texture.
Fancy. I like it. So the butter side
It
is
does look
coming
pretty
back
good,
up.
though.
You got butter on the outside, all those fillings on the inside.
And we're going to put that down, and then we're going to sit it close to the lid.
So I've never seen something like this where it's clear the heating element is on the inside. You can see
That's just because they're fancy restaurant bullshit.
through to it. I've never heard of essentially making a melt on hot glass. Amazing how far sandwich technology has come here in Australia. 6 minutes has passed and this is the final product. It is indeed looking very toasty. Look at the color on that.
We always cut our sandwiches down the middle. Then finally, little chef's kiss.
Oh, that is a very nice touch. And that's why they call it a toasty. All right, folks, right here we have our second food of the day, the toasty. In fact, 2 different toasties. So this
Okay.
is more the modern version of a classic toasty. Let's give it a shot.
I could definitely go for that. That does look pretty
Here's what I
damn
like about
good.
Jono. We're talking about the toasty. He says traditionally it has tomatoes. We don't use tomatoes. Traditionally though, it has ham. We don't use ham. So what is this actually?
Yeah, this is just like fancy restaurant version. We're using fancy ham, fancy cheese, fancy tomatoes. If you're gonna make this at home, you would make it with like bullshit regular like leg ham, just regular old ham, nothing special, just like the kind of stuff you can get at any supermarket. You'd probably use either like cheese slices or like maybe you would cut up a bit of cheese. Maybe you'd grate it if you're feeling special, and then just some regular white bread. Like this is very overkill for what like most people. No one's making a toasty like this at home, but for a restaurant it makes sense. I would use a slice of cheddar cheese and never even consider tomatoes a possibility to include. I'm not a big tomato guy myself. But that is what a lot of people put on them.
Actually, well, it's something unique to Hector's Deli here. But let me say, there's nothing disappointing here. The meat, definitely not ham. It is much more like a bologna, but you know, somehow, since it's inspired by European meats, it feels more fancy. There's something about bologna in the USA that always comes with a little bit of sadness. It's too perfectly tubular. Food shouldn't have perfect geometric shapes. Meanwhile, here, we have this nice thinly shaved bologna. This is bologna for the 1%. Let's give it another shot. Very cheesy. Beyond that, the relish. I would say the relish is both savory and pretty sweet. It kind of feels like the type of sandwich you would eat as a kid, but here they've made an elevated version of that. So that is the toasty round one, but we still have this remaining right here. This is the beef and pickle. Joe, tell me about this.
So a light rye bread, buttered both sides. On the inside, we have a sweet pickle relish, some high melt cheese, sauerkraut, and then really nice, really smoky pastrami.
Looks amazing. Let's get to toasting. On to our final toasty. Let's give it a shot. I like it. Very delicious. It's interesting you compared it to a Reuben. To me, it's more like a Cuban sandwich. Inside, you have cheese, you have beef, but then you've got big, thick pickles, and you have kind of a sharp mayonnaise-y, mustardy sauce. I think from one toasty to the next, we have stepped up. This is an explosion of...
This is nothing anyone would ever make at home. Like, no one's making this at
flavor.
home.
There's so much sauce. It's sour, it's savory, and it's got
but
a little bit of heat.
Pretty
It's
good.
very nice. So this is round two. I gotta say, this is a big step up from where we started.
Fish and chips in there. Okay.
Oh,
wait, was that an AB? Wait, hold up.
Is round two.
Oh, let's go. He's going to do an AB pack. Okay.
I gotta say, this is a big step up from where we started. I'm getting excited, and I'm starting to get more of an idea of what Australian food really is. Well, let's keep moving.
It's good is what it is.
Boom, we've come to our third location. Right behind me, a little pub known as the Birmingham Hotel. In this pub, they're serving something called Parma. So what? A little pub known as the Birmingham Hotel.
It's the middle of... Yep. This is the most... It's in the middle of Melbourne, but, like, this is the most Australian-looking pub I've ever seen. It is, like, probably fucking 11 a.m., 12 p.m. You got the horse racing up here. You got the horse racing up here. You got the fucking basketball here. There's probably another one over here with the, oh, what's it called? What the fuck is it? No, the fuck is it? I'm blanking on the name of it. There's like a little... Where's the pokies? The pokies are probably in... The pokies are probably over to the right here. Fuck, the little sheet of paper that you, like, fill out the numbers, and they're, like, there's, like, the numbers on the screen. Fuck, what is it? No one who's not Australian is going to know what I'm talking about. No, it's a fucking very specific thing. No, not bingo. We're not 90. Fuck, what is it? No, I don't fucking remember. Someone's gonna comment on the video. Doesn't matter. Not important. There'll be little pieces of paper where you can, like, fill out some numbers, and there'll be, like, numbers that appear on the screen. Is this where you can win the meat trays? The meat trays come out later tonight. They're just day drinking. Yeah. There's probably another screen over here with more betting on it. These guys are getting drunk at fucking 11 a.m. as you do. What is this? Every day. Oh, that. Okay. 50-cent wings, $10 pints, happy hour, pints from $8, wine. Yeah, trivia's probably 7:30 p.m. That's when the meat trays come out. And let me give you this one. Australian meat tray. The meat raffle. So, the meat raffle Let me see if I can find a picture of it. So the meat raffle is a thing where usually they have some sort of like, you can buy a ticket, and then at the end of the night, whenever they're drawing the numbers, somebody's number will get called up, and then you just win a big tray. This one has way too many fucking mushrooms on it. This is more of the kind of meat tray you'd normally see. Not this guy. The meat tray here. So they'll draw the number from like the raffle, the lottery system, and you win a big tray of meat. Usually there's like other bullshit you win as well. Yeah. Anyway, moving on from that. Good eating,
They're
exactly.
serving something called
These guys, yeah. That's a nice sign.
Parma. So what is a Parma?
What is? Oh right, he's in Melbourne. Right, he's in fucking Melbourne. He's gonna call it a Parma. Okay, it's a Palmy. I fucking hate people from Melbourne, but yes, it's a Palmy, not a Parma. But Melbourne people like to be wrong.
To me, as an American, it kind of looks like a chicken parmesan. So what is the
That is exactly what it is. That is literally exactly what it is.
Australian take on this classic dish? Let's go inside and find out. Classic
Wait,
dish.
Let's
go
pause
inside
through
and
here.
find
Let's
out.
see what we can see. Yeah, as a what is that? Probably the UFC up there. More basketball. Nice old bike. Fucking Ruby. Victoria bitter. Wait. Australia. Victoria. If I find the video. Victoria bitter meme video. What's the fucking video? Yeah, here. VB Longneck. Here it is. Here's the one. Okay, fucking. I don't want an edited version. Victoria bitter driver. Victoria bitter meme. What the fuck? Is this it?
If you're a fucking fair dinkum fucking full-grown Aussie, this is what you'd have for breakfast, you fucking dog cunts. A fucking VB long neck at 20 to 8 in the fucking morning. Get that up, yeah.
This fucking
If you're a fucking
man.
fair dinkum fucking full-grown Aussie, this is what you'd have for breakfast, you fucking dog cunts. A fucking VB long neck at 20 to 8 in the fucking morning.
Oh, you see, yeah, we got some VB here. There's fucking other random bullshit on tap. Where's the Jack Daniels? There's got to be some Jack Daniels here somewhere. Maybe they're too fancy for Jack Daniels. We've got some Baileys there. Yeah, I reckon they're too fancy for Jack Daniels. Galliano, brother.
Oh, I'm in the back with manager Mitch right now. Mitch, I have a lot of
Wait, it was next to the Maker's Mark? Am I blind?
take on this classic dish. Let's go inside and find out.
Where's the Maker's Mark? Oh, it's down the bottom here. Ah, there it is. There's the Jack Daniels. Okay. I was gonna say, it's too they're not they're too fancy to have the Jack Daniels on display, but they obviously have it there next to the Maker's Mark, Canadian Club, the Jamison. They got I love how they got them all right in the center because they know they're gonna have a lot of people buying them. Jamison, Canadian Club, Maker's Mark, Jack's, Bacardi. Yeah, that's a perfect center line right there. Fucking of course.
Oh, I'm in the back with manager Mitch right now. Mitch, I have a lot of questions about the Parma,
Mitch.
but first,
Bold.
I want to ask, what is Australian food?
Look, that's almost impossible to answer. It's oily, it's healthy, it's all kinds of things.
Yeah,
we've
that
stolen
makes sense.
From other cultures and immigrants and different families that have moved
You
here.
can go frame by. Oh yeah, you can go frame by frame. Yeah.
But I mean, there's food that goes back thousands of years with our Indigenous people as well. We're very good
Is it
at
even
appropriating other people's food ideas.
Today I'm coming here for the Parma. Why do you think some people consider this
What do we got here? Chicken schnitzel. Of course, you got your garlic. Okay, here we go. So you got garlic bread, beer battered chips, loaded chips, sweet potato wedges, popcorn chicken, sweet pepper calamari, salt and pepper calamari. I can't fucking read. Plant-based. We really are in Melbourne. Plant-based chicken skewers. Yeah, we are fucking in Melbourne. Jesus Christ. The Palmies, the fucking Palmers. Shut the fuck up. Chicken parma, eggplant, Mexican, which is beans, cheese, jalapeno, guacamole, and sour cream. Hawaiian, which is ham. This is what my sister usually gets. The Aussie, bacon, cheese, fried egg, and barbecue sauce. Yeah.
Australian food.
Well, again, along that appropriation theme, there's a couple of versions
he's
that
gonna
have
move in.
evolved over time. It started in Italy with an eggplant dish. Then I think the Italian immigrants in the United States came up with their chicken parm. But our version is kind of an amalgamation of all of those along with a schnitzel. It's kind of like a sandwich that you eat with cutlery. It just ticks every box.
Mitch, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now let's head into
And
the
it's
kitchen.
delicious.
Boom, we are in the Parma kitchen. I am with Tusil, and he is a pharmacist. Yes?
Yes.
Here, what's special about this place is they are crumbing their own chicken. So right here we have some lightly seasoned, pre-measured, pre-portioned chicken breasts. Take it away. Ooh, step one.
I didn't treat you all with the food,
flour.
Dave.
After the flour, it heads into the egg
Yeah,
wash.
I'm not
and
a
the egg wash
fan.
is seasoned with salt and pepper. Finally, the breadcrumbs go on top. Our next step is putting all of these glorious parmas into the oil.
That oil's been there for decades.
So right here we have our chicken that has been breaded. It is now time to transform this into the classic Australian parma. Let's go. Step one, their Napoli sauce. It goes on top of the chicken. From here, ham. The ham is lightly smoked. And then underneath, their signature cheese mix going on top of the parma. From here, it is gonna head into the oven where that cheese is gonna melt and it's gonna get all delicious. Time has passed, and it
And
looks like we
there it
have our
is.
final product right
The
here.
palmy.
Look at that nice color, a little bit golden brown on the edges. The cheese has melted all the way through. He puts it on a plate with some chips and a salad.
Get rid of this bullshit. Get rid of this bullshit. Replace all of this with double the amount of chips.
He hits it with some parsley, and that is finished. Parma, let's get into it. This is a food that's a little confusing. It reminds me of being in Germany eating schnitzel. That said, I used to work.
That's literally what it is. It literally is a chicken schnitzel. As if you went up on higher on the menu, that was also an option. You can get the schnitzel without the palmy on it.
At a very fine dining establishment known as Applebee's. We had something there called a chicken parmesan, and that was chicken that was breaded with a marinara and cheese. That's it. Here, their classic traditional version most resembles that. Look at that juicy chicken breast, all of it beautifully
That is a
breaded.
pretty-
And I gotta say,
pretty
it
good
looked
chicken.
More juicy than I expected. Let's give it a shot.
A lot of places.
Oh, there's so much happening there. First of all,
Have
the
it
sauce
way too
extremely
dry.
savory, full of flavor, tastes like delicious Italian food. The ham adds a hint of brininess to the overall flavor. It makes it more juicy, it makes it more flavorful. I like it. Susil is quite the parmacist. But this is the more classic version of parma here in Australia. Then they have this. This
Let me show you, whilst we're doing that, let me show you the Schnit House. Why is that one closed? Okay, whatever. Let's go to the website and go to the Okay, their website's dead apparently. Let's go to the Rundle Street version. The website. Okay, the Rundle Street site's up. Where are our... The little schnitters. Okay. So, we got our basic old chicken schnitzel. The Aloha, which is usually the Hawaiian version. This is like the standard version. That's the one he's having right now. Do you have chicken fried steak down there? I've heard these terms. I don't know what that means. The Clive Parma, the schnitzel with ham, Napoli sauce, mozzarella, shaved parmesan. Basically the same version as this without the ham or the pineapple. The Federer, which is named after Roger Federer. Swiss cheese, avocado, semi-dried tomato, baby spinach with a roast garlic cream. The mac and cheese. I've never had some of these versions. This is just chicken, mac and cheese on a chicken schnitzel. The pile of schnit, which is like veggies on it. The reef and schnit, which is a chicken, it's like a surf and turf version. It's chicken and prawns and calamari with a garlic cream sauce. The hangover schnit, which is bacon, eggs, and barbecue sauce, or barbecue aioli. The Schnitzel Kilpatrick minus the oysters. There's the Kilpatrick, not Kilpatrick. The Kilpatrick is another very standard version. Bacon, grilled mozzarella, and our famous Kilpatrick sauce. What is this? The Godra Schnitzel, topped with onion rings, local Hindorf, Kransky, and prawns. It's not really a schnitzel. It's just a bunch of shit on top of it. Not really a palmy. It's just a bunch of shit on top of a schnitzel. The AB. Okay, this is actually, AB's great. The tzatziki sauce, the sweet chili and tomato sauce, the bangers and schnitz, topped with creamy mash, local Hindorf, Kransky, and gravy. This is probably a slur. The Dirty Gringo. The schnitzel topped with Mexican spiced ground beef, corn chips, avocado, jalapenos, and sour cream. Also jalapenos. The Greek schnitzel. The maple bacon. Yeah, the Schnit House, this is like their like main thing. I don't know about this place.
Is Parma on a whole new level. Let's take a little bit of a tour. Right here, we have the Hawaiian Parma.
Basically just your classic Parma with those classic Hawaiian ingredients, such as ham and pineapple.
And then right here, is their...
That is the name of one of them. Just... I keep the Americans safe from what Australia's really like. I don't need to talk about what Australia is really like. There's a lot of things which would very much scare some of the Americans.
Crunchy Parma.
It's got hot sauce, Frank's hot sauce, and potato gems, or as you would call them, tater tots.
I'm sorry, what did you call it? Potato jams?
Potato gems, yes. Look at them. They look
potato
like
jams.
Little gems of potato.
Yeah.
Gems.
Yeah, potato gems is way cooler sounding tater tots.
And then we go over here to Australian Parma. I thought Parma is already Australian. Why call it the Aussie Parma?
I mean, you can never make
Aussie?
it too Australian, can you? Very similar to an Aussie pizza, which is bacon, egg, and cheese.
Would it
This
really
is one
scare
right
us?
here.
I can assure you, there's, maybe not you, but I can assure you there are some things that we keep secret from the Americans that would very much scare you.
That, my friends, is the Mexican Parma.
Instead of the Napoli sauce,
Yeah, they're not gonna call it what Schnit House does.
a bean mix, chuck on some guacamole, some sour cream, some jalapenos.
I'm sorry. Have you ever seen a Mexican in Australia?
Did he just say jalapenos? I say jalapenos as a meme. He didn't actually say jalapenos, did he?
Some jalapenos.
He actually did! Oh my god! My god!
I'm sorry. Have you ever seen a Mexican in Australia?
There's like 3 of them.
Not lately.
Try all of these. Let's try the Mexican one. I mean, this is pretty different. There's no marinara. They're going with beans and some classic Mexican toppings. Let's try it out.
If you like jalapenos, that would be pretty good.
Very nice. Anytime you're working with a good base, it's hard to mess it up. The chicken itself, it's already fantastic. So dare it to say, I feel like they could pile almost anything on top of there and it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Here, the beans do a good job of replacing the marinara. It's cheesy. There's guacamole. I feel like I'm eating fried chicken nachos. What's fun about this food is it's just like a complete clash of cultures. It's a little bit Mexican, it's a little bit Australian, it's a little bit Italian, it's a little bit American, it's a little bit of everything. It's confused, but at the same
This video feels more like a highly produced TV show on some random cooking and lifestyle cable channel. It does, but the channel also has 3.86 million subs. I don't know if there's a sponsor at some point, but it really feels like there probably should be.
time, it makes sense. I'm gonna try one more. Guys, do I try the cowboy Australian one or do I try the Hawaiian one? I think we go Hawaiian.
The Hawaiian one is very much... Some people aren't a fan because they're really not a fan of pineapple.
Canned pineapple, let's go.
It's sweet and savory at the same time. If you don't like pineapple, you're gonna hate it.
Juicy, fruity, sweet. Pineapple going on pizza, it's one of the most controversial things you can do with pizza. You think America is polarized now with politics. Pizza is what's really driving the country apart. There are the people who absolutely think pineapple on pizza should be abolished. Meanwhile, I went to Gordon Ramsay's pizza restaurant in the UK, and he has a Hawaiian pizza. I think to stick it to all the critics. So this is our third location. I feel like we're building momentum, but we have so much more to see. Let's keep moving. After that parma, it is time to switch up our proteins. We are moving from land animals to fish from down under the sea. Behind me, a fish and chip shop. I know what you're thinking. Wait, isn't fish and chips British food? Well, it is.
Yes, but ours is better. British fish and chips is depressing.
It started there, but then it moved here, and they made it better, I hope. Let's go in.
Yeah, no, we did. Look at, yeah, okay, he's just about, yeah, okay. Now we're back to a normal place. These were just printed, this Nemo picture's probably been on there for like 15 years. Yeah, okay, this is my kind of speed. You have real fish, we do have real fish. But we usually use flake. Flake's our go-to.
Side and see how they're making fish and chips in Melbourne.
Welcome to Carlisle Seafood, opened in 1907. It's the oldest fish and chip shop in all of Melbourne. 21 years ago, it was taken over by a Lebanese family. But even though the owners have changed, they've kept the original recipes, the classic architecture, and the long-standing traditions alive.
Boom! I am in the kitchen right now with Hannah. You're originally from Lebanon.
Yeah.
For you, how would you define Australian food?
It's literally impossible to explain Australian food because there's like so many cultures.
Yeah, okay,
and
so there's just something about that Lebanese mixed with Australian accent that you can immediately clock it. Like if you're in Australia, if you you can that's one of those accents where you can immediately clock where someone's from. That and the Australian mixed with Greek accent. Like both of those accents, you fucking hear. And you're like, oh, I know where you're from. I know where you're from. You didn't even tell me where you're from. I know where you're from.
It's literally impossible to explain Australian food because there's like so many cultures and so many things.
So let's get into the fish and chips.
I don't know what it is. There's something about the accent that is very, very immediately noticeable. Might be the way they often draw out certain syllables. I don't know.
What is the difference between British fish and chips here in Australia?
Over here, we use gummy shark. That's everyone's go-to. In Britain, they serve fish and chips with...
fucking mushy peas. God, no.
Mushy peas, gravy. Over here, we just sell fish with chips and a...
Sometimes you'll get, regular peas. Like regular old normal peas.
Salad.
So two big differences. I mean, the type of
gravy. Over here, we just sell fish with chips and a salad.
So
I never get the salad. No.
Big differences. I mean, the type of fish is huge. Why are folks here using the gummy shark?
It's the least fishiest taste. It's the cleanest, and it's really tasty.
Amazing. Let's get into some cooking. So right now I am with Hannah's father. This is Jimmy, and Jimmy has some fish right here. So this is the gummy shark. This is a fish I'm going to be trying shortly.
First, Jimmy starts by filleting the gummy shark, cutting it into thin slices. Then he dips each piece into their homemade batter and drops it into the fryer.
Jimmy tells me these
are more oil that hasn't been changed in about 50 years.
The crunchiest fish and chips in all the land.
Next, Jimmy prepares the potato cakes. Thin slices of potato.
Ah, there you go, potato cakes. Mushy peas are actually good. This is the most British thing I'll say all night.
Coated in batter. Together with the French fries, he lowers it into the oil.
At last, we have our fish and also chips all together in one fryer.
Alongside the gummy shark, I'll also be trying their barramundi fish and chips.
All right, so right here we...
Barramundi!
Alongside the gummy shark, I'll also be trying their barramundi fish.
Oh my god. Why are Americans like this? Why are they like this?
And chips.
All right, so right here we have our chips and potato.
Oh, they look pretty good.
Cakes. He's gonna throw some into.
Potato cakes, potato fritters, depending on where you are. Fritters is a more common term in South Australia.
Each of these boxes right here. He's gonna hit them with a little bit of salt.
No chicken salt, just regular salt. You really are in Melbourne. Fuck.
And the flake, hit that with even more salt and a couple lemons on the side. Over here we have the barramundi that's just come out of the hot oil, and that's gonna get thrown on top of those chips. Hit it with a little bit of salt.
And that's how we make our fish and chips at Carlisle Seafoods.
Holy shit. Holy... What I was saying about the Lebanese Australian accent? Fucking hell. If you look up Australian Lebanese, the first thing comes up is Australian Lebanese accent. Here we go.
What's his name?
Here's a funny Australian interview for you.
His name's Tony.
What's his name?
His name's Tony.
Can you give us his last name?
Montana. Tony Montana. Yeah. Scarface. Yeah. You watched it? Good movie.
What's your name?
My name's Sam.
Is it actually?
No, my name's Toby.
What's your accent?
Toby Mitchell.
And he got his gear back, didn't he?
His gear? Yeah, he got his pipe back, he got his bong, he's got everything's back, man.
He got his equipment back. He got
Oh, yes, his equipment. He sure did.
Anyway. Moving on from that.
Hey folks, meal 4 here in Australia.
Holy shit, that's a lot of tartare.
When I see fish and chips, I think this is like the ultimate comfort food. It's like, are you happy? Eat fish and chips. Are you sad? Eat fish and chips. Did you just gamble away your family's life savings? Eat fish and
Like, oh, okay, that's not crazy to think about it. A lot of places have really, really thin fish.
chips. Almost any scenario you can think of, fish and chips should follow.
Sponsored by Fish and Chips.
What's really interesting about eating this is they're using shark. I've eaten shark plenty of times before, but I've eaten it in dishes
Where's
that were
the
a little
vinegar?
bit more.
You're not in the UK. You are not in the UK. No vinegar. Some places do have vinegar, but no vinegar. No vinegar.
More rare, but here, what they call
We just make better food that you don't need to drown in vinegar.
flake, it's what they're using all the time for fish and chips. Beyond that, it's also about this right here. These are big fat chips like I've seen in London. Let's give one of these chips a try.
That's the problem with UK fish and chips. You make the fish, the fish and chips are so terrible you have to drown it in vinegar, otherwise you can't eat it.
That's pretty good. This is the best version of British chips I've ever tried in my life. It's actually crunchy on the outside, and then it's
It
like
is very
mashed
normal
potatoes
for them
on
to
the
be
inside.
fluorescent
This is
yellow
really
as well.
impressive, but that is just our first potato option of 2. Right here, we have the potato cake. So it's
I'm not a
essentially
big
like
fan
a
of potato
big
fritters.
flat
They're
French
okay.
fry. Let's give it a try. Very cakey. It's almost like a gigantic steamy potato chip. It's got a ton of crunch
That
on
is
the outside.
literally
then on the
exactly what
inside,
it
it's
is.
so satisfyingly steamy.
It's basically
this
a battered
is really
chip.
excellent. All right, let's get to the reason we're here. The gummy shark. They say it lacks bones. It doesn't even have teeth. That sounds perfect. Oh my lord. That looks nice. Let's go.
Wait, sorry. So in South, maybe this might be a Melbourne thing. Or it might be, I don't know. Is flake a gum, what is a flake? Okay, flake is another term for gummy shark. Okay. For whatever reason, we just call it flake in South Australia. Is a term to indicate the flesh of any of several species of shark, particularly the gummy shark. Huh. Okay, I didn't know that. So it is the same thing.
I love how crunchy it is. So oily, so crunchy, so satisfying. The fish itself, it's not mushy. It is flaky. That said, he's really pushing the fact that kids like this because it's a very neutral taste. I gotta say, it's true. You can tell that the protein is there. You can taste that nice crunch, but the fish, no
On the
real
good
flavor.
places,
So
yeah.
I want to give it a bit of a dip in here. Let's give it a shot.
With the tartare sauce.
I'm in love. It's so crunchy. And then it's the perfect vehicle for that tartar sauce. You put it all together, absolutely delicious. But then we have this. This is a fish known as a barramundi, a very common fish off the coast
How many times do you have to say it without anyone correcting you?
of Australia. The barramundi, he said, it's going to have a lot more of a fishy flavor. It's going to
Barramundi is delicious. Fucking amazing fish.
be a little bit more potent. But again, this is something you're not going to find in the UK. When I was in London, you could get cod, halibut, and that was about it. If you're making fish and chips with a completely different fish, it's going to be a completely different experience. So let's try it here with the barramundi. First of all, the shape of the
big
fish
one.
is much different. It's very
Also,
big.
how much did they charge him here? They gave him 3... Oh no, I guess those are potato fritters. Okay, I thought they gave him 3 pieces of fish.
Very wide. Let's give it a shot. This one, I gotta say, it's got a better bite. You can see, not mushy at all. It really can take some abuse. It's less flaky, it's more robust, and it's got a better bite to it.
I'd
That
go
said,
with
if
some
I had to
fish and
pick a
chips right
favorite,
now.
I would say
Fuck.
I like this
Been
one
a
because it
while.
doesn't have bones, but this one, the texture, the flavor, it hits different. I really like the barramundi. Now, the ultimate question
After
is,
this video
who's
is
doing
done.
fish and chips better, London or Melbourne? I gotta say, the scales are
Melbourne.
tipping towards Melbourne.
Probably
Here, it's
Adelaide.
more crunchy, it's more flavorful, and it's an overall better experience. That said,
They do give
we
you a lot
have
of
one
tartare sauce,
location
though.
remaining. Let's move. When I
Yeah,
think
brother.
Australian food, I don't typically think halal food, but at our 5th and final location, we are trying out just that. Behind me, Puran kebabs, or should I say kebabs, because
Yep.
that's how people say it here,
Kebabs.
which is fun because it's distinctly wrong. Kebab.
Yep, no
Here
kebab.
they've created a halal dish that is unique to Australia, and they call it the halal snack pack.
So that is a very Melbourne way of describing it. I don't know if other states do it. Which states say halal snack pack? Because I have there's a couple of places in SA. Yeah, so that's a New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland, and ACT thing. In SA, we call it an AB pack. The reason we call it an AB pack is you get A sauce and B sauce, so and it's a pack of food, so you get the AB pack.
How does it work? What's inside of it? Well, let's go inside and find out. Boom! I am in the kitchen with the owner of Prahan Kebab, Saeed.
Hi guys.
You're from Hyderabad?
Yeah, I'm from India, Hyderabad.
Meanwhile, this is like a Turkish kebab shop, and you are making Australian food.
Yes, I am.
I love it. This city's all over the place. First of all, let's talk about the halal snack pack.
So this was invented in mid-2010. Some people say it was invented in Sydney and some people say it was invented in Melbourne. It's a fusion dish, Middle Eastern meat and then the fries.
Wait,
what time of day?
There's no way it's that recent, is it? No, it's not that recent. Surely not. Yeah, no, okay, he's okay. I don't know if there was like a language barrier there or he's full of shit. This is from the 80s.
It was invented in Melbourne. It's a fusion dish, Middle Eastern meat and then the fries.
What time of day?
Stems back in the 80s. Yeah, definitely not the 2010s. Of course, Pauline Hanson was like, I don't want to eat a halal snack pack. I don't want to eat halal food.
Day are people eating this?
Sure, maybe their store had it in 2010. Yeah, for sure.
Most.
So mostly after the night out, we got all the night.
Yeah, brother. That's the time. It's fucking pissing down with rain as well. Yeah, that's about right. When did this upload? 7 months ago? It's raining in the middle of December? Yeah, that's about right.
So after some very non-halal behavior, people want to have a halal snack pack. Is that right?
Yeah, you can say that, yeah.
It is time to try out the snack pack. Let's get to it.
Literally no one cares that the place that call it a halal snack pack just call it an HSP. They don't, literally no one cares that it's halal. Yeah, I'm sure people who like actually eat halal food do, but like any of the drunk college students, they don't care. They go there because you're open at 3 a.m. and you're going to get a lot of food for the price you pay.
Start by frying up a fresh batch of French fries. Then we move to the meat racks.
Wow, look at this device.
He slices thin sheets of lamb and lays them on the flat top, letting them crisp up even more.
Oh, that is looking nice.
Next comes the chicken.
What does that mean? What, halal? It is a... No, it's not anymore. It's a specific way of preparing meat that is suitable for people who are Muslim to eat. That's without spending 30 minutes explaining the term, that's basically the short version.
I was saying I could use that on my face, but actually I could use that on my stomach. Just a couple layers.
He chops the meat with a spatula, breaking them into smaller pieces and mixing the two together.
Chips are ready. They head into the stainless steel bowl. Then he hits it with some chicken salt. Boom. So that is going to go inside
now
of our
the chicken salt comes out.
Here,
Good.
Cheese is going on top of the French fries.
Cheese? I've never had maybe that's a Melbourne thing. Cheese isn't a common thing here.
Next, he piles on the meat. Wow, literally a mountain of meat.
And finish it all off with a shower of 3 sauces: garlic, chili, and barbecue.
Oofda. This is a sauce lover's dream.
That's how we make halal snack pack.
That looks pretty damn good.
All right, folks, listen. By the end of this video, I'm going to be telling you which of these Australian foods should be exported to the USA.
Yeah,
but
it's
first,
similar to
we have a
kosher
snack
for
pack
Jewish
to
people.
eat,
Yeah,
and this is my kind of snack pack. What's interesting about this is all the ingredients are familiar. It's all food you've seen before, but just in a different shape. It's like I can taste it already. Let's try grabbing some French fries from that base layer. Oh, there it is. The cheese is indeed melty. Let's give it a shot. Oh yeah. French fries, incredible. Very good base. Beyond that, the cheese, gooey, melty. But
the only problem with these is it's a lot of fucking food. Especially this is like a large serving. This is a lot of food.
Even though I didn't really get meat in that bite, I'm tasting.
I would normally get a small, and a small is usually
that,
like
the cheese, gooey, melty, but all
like half the size of this. I can't eat that much. If I was buying this, I would be buying it for me and a bunch of friends. We're still on, yeah, just for a little bit. This is going longer than I thought.
That bite, I'm tasting the juicy.
Gotta eat that by yourself one sitting? No, that's what the lid's for. You put the lid on and you take it home for the next day.
Animal oils dripping down onto the fries. That's pretty good. Let's hunt around a little bit more here in the corner. Oh my gosh. A combination of chicken, lamb, fries, tons of sauce, and cheese. This may be the most flavorful bite I've had all day. Let's go for it.
Oh, so we've got the chicken and lamb version. Okay, okay. Like,
this thing is sauced to the gills. It is so full of flavor. It's hot. It's
now, I'm gonna
sour.
head to
Then
the
there's
gym
the
after
garlic.
this.
It's creamy. It's got a nice tang to it. But all of that sauce is on that juicy, succulent meat. Poutine, see your way to the door. You're no longer wanted. You're no longer needed. This is the new French fry-based drunk food in town. Halal Snack Pack doesn't judge when you drink a beer. It doesn't judge when you have a little bit of pork. Halal Snack Pack doesn't mind if you have premarital coitus. It's not telling anybody. As Australian folks might say, it mops up the slop. I've never heard that expression before, but it kind of makes sense. You know, with all the foods we tried today, I'm not surprised that this is a new, beloved, eagerly adopted creation here in Australia. People in Australia, they like to drink, they like to have a good time, they like to go to the pub. Back in the day, after drinking, folks were relegated to just getting meat pies from gas stations. But for about the past 15 years, this has been on the menu for Australians, and
yeah, that's definitely not 15 years. Definitely not 15 years. No, anyway.
You can see why they absolutely love it. So that is our fifth and final food of the day. I came to Australia to mock these people, and by gosh, it didn't work out that well. It turned out a lot of what I tried today was pretty good. And in fact, I'm going to tell you which one food I think deserves to be exported to the USA immediately. If you've not been drinking, I think the Toasty is the perfect tasty treat that should be exported to the USA post-haste. Now, I know you're going to say, hey, we already have a melt, but no, Toasty is slightly different. But if you have been drinking, I'm going to recommend the Halal Snack Pack. We have kebabs, but do we have the snack pack? We don't. And it's something we could desperately use.
My go-to is KFC if I'm drunk.
In the USA. But that's just my opinion. I want to know from you guys, of these 5 foods, which do you...
I would be overweight but happy in Australia. Here's the thing. We also have the benefit of not having American portion sizes. Yes, the AB is an exception. And that probably cost like $15. The AB is the exception. Most other things are not, you're not getting something like that.
Wish you could most try it yourself. Let me know downstairs in the comments down below.
Downstairs?
And before we go, I want to say a huge shout out and a thank you to Local Eats, the YouTube channel based right here in Melbourne. These guys are going all around the city, trying Melbourne's greatest and foods from beyond too. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Peace. All right, that's good. Cut.
That was fun. I always love doing the Australian ones. KFC is very spicy. What the fuck are you ordering at KFC? Why the fuck did that happen? Why did it open that? I didn't even click. What? Why did it do that? Whatever. I didn't even know that. How did I even get to that screen? What even was that screen? Okay, whatever. Maybe we wish we could visit Australia. Well, one day. I should get my Steam controllers today. Ooh, nice. Show then.